salt in Scripture has always carried deep spiritual meaning far beyond its natural use. It was a symbol of covenant between God and his people, representing something enduring, pure, and preserved from corruption. In the ancient offerings, salt was required because it reflected faithfulness and permanence before the Lord. Just as salt prevents decay, the covenant of God preserves what he has ordained over your life. What God has spoken concerning your future is not meant to spoil, weaken, or disappear. His promises remain intact despite opposition. Salt reminds believers that divine protection, spiritual covering, and lasting favor belong to those who trust him. And throughout the Bible, feet and footsteps are often connected to authority, movement, and divine assignment. God told his people that every place the sole of their foot touched would be given to them, revealing that movement can be connected to possession and purpose. Your steps are not meaningless or accidental when your life is surrendered to God. The places you enter, the rooms you walk into, and the paths you choose can all become part of his plan. Walking symbolizes progress, obedience, and advancement. Spiritual stagnation keeps many people delayed, but intentional steps taken in faith can align you with divine opportunities. And faith in the Bible is rarely passive. It is often demonstrated through action, obedience, and trust in God's instruction. Again and again, simple acts became gateways for extraordinary outcomes when they were done with belief. Whether it was stretching out a hand, touching a garment, or walking around walls, obedience gave visible expression to invisible faith. The act itself was never the source of power, but the heart of trust behind it mattered. God often honors willingness before understanding. Small acts of obedience can position a person for transformation, because faith becomes alive when it moves beyond thought and into deliberate action. And many people desire breakthrough while remaining emotionally, mentally, or spiritually stuck in the same place. In Scripture, movement often came before manifestation. The priests had to step into the river before it parted, and the walls of Jericho fell only after repeated movement in obedience. Progress requires willingness to move even when the full outcome is not yet visible. Breakthrough is often linked to forward motion, persistence, and trust during uncertainty. Remaining frozen in fear can delay what is waiting on the other side of obedience. Movement reflects expectation, readiness, and cooperation with divine direction, creating momentum where stagnation once held control. And the Bible teaches that the lives of the righteous are not guided by chance, but by divine direction. When a person yields their heart, plans, and desires to God, their steps can become aligned with his wisdom and purpose. This does not mean every path is easy or immediately understood, but it means there is guidance beyond human understanding. God sees what is ahead long before his people arrive there. He can direct decisions, relationships, opportunities, and timing with precision. Trusting that your steps are ordered creates confidence to move forward without being controlled by fear, confusion, or uncertainty about tomorrow. And walking in expectation means living with confidence that God is actively working even when visible evidence has not yet appeared. Divine favor is not earned through human striving alone, but is often experienced through trust, obedience, and spiritual alignment. Expectation changes posture, attitude, and outlook. A person expecting breakthrough walks differently, speaks differently, and makes decisions with hope rather than defeat. Throughout Scripture, those who believed God's promises often prepared in advance for what they had not yet seen. Expectation reflects faith in motion, creating readiness for opportunities, answers, and open doors that may arrive suddenly through God's timing and provision.